Gunza karuzeiko Mbira pasi ya lumwenene kaluzeiko Banani baluku didi.
Sisters and brothers, away Nusiemi, Pastor Melo speaking. In the name of Tatanzambi Yamazulu, Creator of heavens and earth, the one who anointed me to be your servant and to get you prepared to go back to Zion, Lovuvamu, peace be unto you. Today is Thursday, September 3rd, 2020, and we are going to make our 15th video. The theme is Fatima, the 10 benchmark questions. Sisters and brothers, you will remember that from the start of our exchanges, I didn't hide from you that the mission entrusted to me by the Most High is to reveal to the world the true third secret of Fatima, held under wraps by the popes in Vatican since 1960. 60 years that this secret is held up by the Vatican, by the popes in Rome. This secret is a sort of nuclear bomb whose unveiling will cause the trajectory of human history to take a direction diametrically opposed to that known until now. One cannot be the holder of such information without being the object of attacks of all kinds. It is, I say this with calm assurance, in the natural order of things. We are telling the truth, and the devil, the master of lies, strikes back. Konsomuntu yesalukiandi, we used to say in Kikongo, which means to each his own work, right? Okay. Now, to those who want me to shut up, I say I'm quite willing to do so, but on one condition. I have been dealing with this subject for over 30 years, and I say this with all required humility. I am the only person in the world who can answer the 10 benchmark questions concerning the mystery of Fatima. If there is somewhere in the wild world someone, an entity, an institution capable of answering the 10 questions that I'm going to ask in a version other than that contained in the various books that I have devoted to Fatima, I promise that I will just step down and you will never hear from Pastor Melo again. Therefore, here are these famous 10 questions. 1. Why did the operations take place in May 1917? 2. Why the 13th day of each month? 3. Why in Portugal and not elsewhere in another country? 4. Why was the divine messenger in this particular case a woman? 5. Why did she appear to children? 6. Why these children were shepherds? 7. What does the sun dance signify? The famous dance of the sun occurred on October 1917. Why? 8. Why did this phenomenon take place in October? 9. Why the year 1960 for the disclosure of the secret? 10. What is the message of the Most High behind the attack on John Paul II on May 13th, 1981, and I would say subsidiary? Is this secret something good for the Vatican? These are the 10 questions I challenge anyone in the world to answer. If I get answers to these 10 questions, I promise you will never hear from Pastor Melo again. So it's as simple as that, sisters and brothers. I am providing my detractors with a lethal weapon to get rid of me. Let them answer these 10 questions and Pastor Melo disappears as if by the effect of a magic wand. Ladies and gentlemen, who will take this challenge up? I wait. Peace